This is a case Dakesh Parmar from New Zealand sent me. It had some interesting findings I thought you might be interested in taking a look at. He was treating both the upper left first and second molar. The tooth was in full occlusion. He was able to treat the first molar, but the second molar had what appeared to be a endoperio or perio-endo lesion that was fused roots with some sinus involvement, either primary or secondary sinus involvement. So his testing page is there. There was a buccal sinus tract, apical radiolucencies, and even with treatment, the swelling remained over the buccal aspect. The tooth was partially necrotic. His notes are in a PDF form on the website, so you may want to take a look at those. He basically treated it 3 times. He used EDTA, bleach, and the last 2 visits he placed triple antibiotic paste in the tooth. And he used, his notes say he used analyte as well with ultrasonic activation. When I got the tooth, it was a fused root on the buccal side. So I was able to section the buccal root from the palatal root, and those are my radiographs showing the fused root. We did split the root sagittally, and we got a fairly decent sagittal splits on the mesiobuccal, distobuccal, and palatal roots. And then when we went in and actually looked, I've placed the SEMs on the website, and you can go in, and I recommend that you actually take a look at these because the findings are unlike what we found in some other teeth. When you actually go in and look at some of these sections, you can see that you're in the predentin, and you can see the calcospheroids that have been, it looks like they've been demineralized, but very little effect from the bleach. So this is where I believe we are. We're in the predentin here, looking at demineralized calcospheroids that have, where the organic matrix has not been dissolved away. So kind of very unusual findings. You can see the protein structure of the calcospheroids, some of the collagen of the calcospheroids. So very, very unique findings on these. It's worthwhile going through the sections and refining your pattern recognition and taking a look at this. There you can see some predentin that's kind of condensed down on the mineralization front. And you can see quite a bit of demineralization taking place, but it doesn't look, maybe the sodium hypochlorite in New Zealand is different. Here you get kind of a classic sense of the predentin area. When you go into the mesiobuccal root, you get a very similar kind of appearance, partially demineralized predentin layer. And here you get a very good sense for the demineralization of that predentin because you can see stages of demineralization of the predentin taking place. But again, very little action, it looks like, on the bleach, from the bleach. In some areas where you see the dentinal tubules, you can see the peritubular dentin has been pretty much removed. And here where you go into an area, it looks like not quite as much demineralization has taken place. But the palatal root is where the real surprise was. And I haven't seen any mineralization front look like this. It looks like it's been completely demineralized, but not affected by the sodium hypochlorite at all. And whether this is due to the effect of the analyte or the ultrasonic activation of the irrigants, I don't know. But when you go in and look at these, they look really, really strange. So it's interesting looking at all the different effects of the irrigants on the predentin and on the mineralization front. And here you can see kind of a standard kind of demineralization taking place in the predentin. So the predentin hasn't been completely removed here. And to me, those look like odontoblastic cell bodies. They don't look like red blood cells to me. They look like odontoblastic cell bodies. We've seen this before in some of the general wave irrigation. And I believe the only irrigation used here was with ultrasonic activation. There you can see the intertubular dentin has been completely demineralized, and you can see the collagen nature of it. So that's what the case looked like, kind of puzzling. And I look forward to some discussion, and hopefully Dr. Parmar will chime in here and maybe say a little bit more about the case.